Welcome back, everybody, to Houston 2099. Uh, when last we left off, we had a brief bit of downtime after the pr- rather strange events of the previous night, where uh, a killer with strange powers was confronted, and he escaped as well as you, with darkness closing in around you. Many of you don't remember exactly what transpired after that. It's your memories are very vague and fuzzy, except for Dak. He remembers everything with vivid, brutal clarity about the previous night's events. Um, as you have all come to today, you have received a boon of magic items from Jerry Jones. If any of you have any questions about what you received, by all means, but I believe many of us already talked about it. Gale got a Staff of the Serpent, which turns into a snake on command, and he can make it move. It basically it's another summoned creature. Um, After a little bit of recovery this morning, a teenage boy has showed up, and has stated that he is Mixie, the little middle-aged imp sprite that you have all been dealing with as your hacking support. Um, Gale, as you start your day today, you feel something strange and warm on your chest, like on your skin, and that's what the feeling that wakes you up. Can you give me a perception check?
Do I recognize this feeling?
No, this is entirely new. But yes, give me a perception check. What'd you get? 26 this is with advantage. Um, you look down and you see the same slight sickly glow in an outline of a stab wound on your chest from where the knife had taken you down the previous night. And you hear indistinct whispers that you can't quite make out as you kind of look around, and when you aren't paying attention to things. If you try to listen to them, you hear an almost guttural growling, but you can't quite make out what it's saying.
I think Gail's going to associate that with his mild schizophrenia.
Okay. I'm about to say you can make go ahead and make me a insight check.
Gail's like it's
with advantage. 13. Yeah, you definitely think it's just you think that maybe someone put speakers in your room and is messing with you. You don't think it's your own head, because these voices don't sound like sound like the voices in your head. You know what they sound like. You talk to them every day.
It's definitely the government.
Not your government, the shadow government.
Right, deep state.
Yeah. So, you you aren't sure what to make of this warm to the touch mark on green, like, and yeah, like this is the green color of the critical number in chat. It's a faint glow. around where this stab wound was. It doesn't hurt, but it does. Like I said, it is warm to the touch.
Can I use detect magic?
You can indeed. You have detect magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can use detect magic.
What do I do for that here?
You detect magic, and no, basically, it is magical. And you can see that it has an aura of a magical aura,
Hmm.
and
So it's
you learn of its school. It is abjuration. Yeah, so it is an abjuration spell that is that is on your chest right now. But that is all you know for now. So you can make an Arcana check if you would like to try and further discern the nature of it.
Sure, let's do that. Why not?
That is an 11. You know it's magical. You recognize it as the same color as the dude's tattoos from last night, but that's it.
I think I need to go share that with the group, I would assume.
Okay. So yeah, that's your morning as everybody kind of convenes in the briefing room. Mixie has walked into the building. Again, he looks to be maybe 15 or 16. He's got circuitry embedded in his skin on his face, along his arms, and it glows a little bit. His eyes kind of have a bit of a light from within. And let's see. As he walks up, he does appear much less comfortable than his avatar would have you make him think. And he's like, "Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm the guy on the other side of the computer. Good to meet you all." And he kind of stands there awkwardly. He's holding his hands together in front of him, kind of
Nervous?
very nervous.
I would like to roll insight.
Go ahead, sir.
While he's rolling insight, Reeve gets a smile, and of course she's playing with her new electric guitar, right? So she's trying and strums a really bad note at the same time while saying, "Hey, Mixie, what's up? Shit, damn it, I messed this up. Hold on."
That's an 11. What was your insight into? What were you trying to get insight into?
Is he really the guy at the other end of the computer?
He is absolutely the guy at the end of the computer.
Now I know.
You do know.
How long have we been working?
You have 100% certainty that this guy is definitely him.
As I believe him.
How long have we been working with Mixie?
Mixie's been your hacking guy basically since you got to town.
Okay.
Reeve will also take a moment and be like, "Sorry if I made you nervous the other day. Kind of got sticky for a second, but I managed to get it. That had to have been an experience."
Well, I got cut off from y'all for a little bit, but because of the work y'all did, they need me on site to help out. So here I am.
Reeve's eyes light up when he says that, and she's like, in the back of her head, she's like, "Oh, I might be able to learn from him." She's like, "So, do you need to see where tech is?" She's like, "I got a little setup, like, where I watch everything in my room, like, that's mostly security and everything like that, but we got the
He's
main hub and stuff that I can patch you into with."
I already have a space set up here. We just need to bring the mask. And he kind of turns on his heel and starts to like walk back out the door, not really saying anything. But if can everyone make an insight check for me?
Is he really walking backwards?
Shit.
7.
That is a lot of sevens.
Did that mind go through?
I don't see it now. You should have a pop up that you have to click on.
Gale's
Insight right there.
good at insight.
Bloop.
There we go.
Did it go through?
That's a much better 7.
Oh, it should be asking you somewhere a pop up when you click on it. So if you're rolling.
Oh yeah, put a
Right.
1 in front of that 7.
1 and it's
Normal roll?
better.
Yeah,
That's
That's
even
it.
better.
There we go. There we go. Thank you,
24-17. Okay.
Kaylee.
So, Hex and Reeve, you are a little concerned that he apparently knows his way around here. But it's not that. I guess it's not concerning so much as you wonder why he looks so uncomfortable if, he's been here before.
Hex, in all seriousness, is gonna look at him and be like, "Do you need a fix or something? Why do you look like that?"
He kind of looks at her for a little bit and is like, I mean, he doesn't really stop walking, but he kind of looks over his shoulder. He's like, I'm 15, right? And he kind of walks up to a nondescript part of the wall and slaps his palm on it. And you see something react with his circuitry in his palm, and this section of door kind of moves in and slides up. Basically, the top part, it splits in the middle and slides apart vertically. And there is a stairway leading downward under the level you guys are at. And as he leads you downstairs into this area, there is massive server banks down here. This looks to be the room the hardware room for all of your operations above. But there is several you see dive chairs along one wall, and these are for those that are not basically don't have cybernetic implants to jack into the net. These chairs will allow you to go into the net with Reeve while y'all are looking for this data. He kind of stops and looks back at you and spreads his arms wide. And this is going to be my new workspace. So I'm going to need to do some setup on the mask so that you can you can be as safe about it as possible. We got the chairs over here, and he kind of points to the wall and says, "This is where." Once we're ready to dive in, I'm going to have all of you guys in the chairs, and I'm going to be on that terminal over there. And there, he points back, and there's a very dimly lit terminal off to the side, but it looks like anyone can make a intelligence check for me if they want to look at the chair that his workstation.
Did mine go through?
17.
Let's doing this.
Some fucking how.
There we go.
10, 17. No, Strava got a 1. Strava has a deep distrust of these chairs immediately.
Any and all tech.
Oh,
Hex, you would have advantage on this, so I will take your 21 because of your familiarity with technology. Gale, you got your 11. Dax a 17, and Reedy is a 10. So Dak and Hex, you see what he's going to be connected to is going to be a like full sense rig, and basically he's going to be jacking his brain directly into the net and into the mask to
Is it something that's known to be safe? Like this is like no big deal, or
It's-
is this like like
It is-
Hex or like
it's risky because while it allows for greater access, it works both ways in that it allows greater access backwards as well. So he will basically be the buffer for you guys when you're diving.
would we be compromised? Like if someone somehow like hacked his brain, like could they find us through him?
Do you ask him? Or are you kind of is this part of your
Well, she's wondering this, but I will ask it if you would like.
yeah, you can definitely ask him, if you would like to.
Are you sure you're pro at this and no one's gonna come back hacking into our base? Because I'd really hate to shoot you in the brain.
You see, he smiles grimly, and you see how his hair is flopped all over to the left side of his head and just kind of covers that whole side. He kind of he lifts that fringe, and there is a large metallic block of basically a large metallic block along the side of his skull. That you as a as someone that is so heavily implanted would know is it's a web block, and basically what this thing does is if it detects outside activity, it will shut down his brain. He will basically, if it detects the wrong activity, he will die.
He will self-destruct pretty much.
His brain will basically turn off, including all of his life support and everything. Like his heart will stop, everything. He will stop.
You're way too serious for a kid. Are you sure you're just 15?
It's real.
He kind of smiles a little bit. He's like, "Well, I've been doing this since I was 5. So yeah."
That
Hex
seems
wrinkled
a
her
little
nose.
sus.
You humans are quite peculiar.
He
Pretty women?
he kind of
Can I
you see
roll
he,
insight
go
on
ahead.
that?
Absolutely. You see, while you guys are talking to him, he turns his left arm up and slides up his sleeve, and there's like a screen with a touchpad keyboard on it, and he just starts typing away, and you see everything around you start to kick up to life, lights coming up, and really things starting to boot up fully.
Tell me.
And as everything boots up, you see kind of appearing next to y'all a little old man's
Hmm. That's not good.
so it is like a little miniature dude, very ridiculous looking, but it's just kind of zipping and floating around as things boot up and seems to be checking and doing things around. Basically helping bring everything up while Physical Mixie is typing in his remote commands. But insight check Ostrava 7. It seems fishy to you, but you don't really know. You know that your government has done some weirder things, so.
Okay.
Did anyone else want to make an insight check on what he said? You absolutely can.
I believe.
What's not working?
Worried about.
Okay. 7. Yeah, everyone, this system is really liking these 7s tonight. It's weird.
Seriously, we should play some slots with these 7s.
Right. But yeah, it seems legit to you guys. I mean, seems weird, but you know the government gets into some weird things.
Fair enough.
I love it. Just chalk everything up to the government. That's the way Go would live.
Government.
Yeah, right. Basically. You see, as he's booting things up, he his eyes light up as well, and a video kind of starts playing, projecting kind of from his eyes into the air in front of him, and you all see this scene. You see that he was genetically engineered, was created, and as soon as he was about 3 years old, you can see in this video that he was put through intense genetic modifications and physical implantations to age him up to what he looks like now. He was basically cloned and flash aged, and you guys are dealing with a specifically designed being. This is what they were made for.
It's kind of like Dak. But instead of football, it's hacking.
Which one's cool?
They're equally cool.
Try the hacking. Try the hacking.
Computer's not charging. Okay. Oh, Reeve's computer died.
Oh no.
Yeah, it is not charging.
And Savvy sit in on yours?
I mean, yeah, I can roll everything up.
I'll go. I can.
Oh, is he up?
Stay up for him right now.
No.
Keep going. I'm gonna try to get this to work, and I'll try to be back on. I'm just trying to get it to charge.
Or I could. Can we pause for a second?
Yeah,
Sure.
totally.